So I wasn't talking about necessarily, but not excluding sexual arousal. But that's what the mind tends to go to when you hear the word arousal. As soon as you say arousal, ooh, arousal. Yeah. A little arousal, yeah. Everybody who like a little arousal, say yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Felt good just to say that word one more time. Arousal.
Arousal.
Yeah, that had a dog named Arousal. And people had a challenge with that name, you know what I'm saying? But I would be in the house going, hey, Arousal, come here, Arousal. Come here, come here. Come here, girl.
So bad.
Well, if there is a hell, I'll be the first one to be able to tell you. I'll give you the heads up if I'm wrong about all of this. So other people's reactions to you, the Course says, is what? Your evaluation of God's consistency.
Wow.
I think love is as consistent as I see it and feel it coming from my environment and within me. Agreed? Mm-hmm. Okay. So then it says, and so you will not, it says, when you are inconsistent, when you are inconsistent, or what? When I am inconsistent, I like to read the Course in the first person. So it says, when you are inconsistent, you will not always give rise to joy. But notice the difference when I say, when I am inconsistent, I will not always give rise to joy. So if I'm inconsistent in allowing joy to come through me, then I won't always give rise to joy if I'm not consistently joyful. Okay, so if I have moments of joy and moments of sadness, moments of joy and moments of sadness, then I should expect moments of joy and moments of sadness coming to me in my life. I should not expect consistent joy all the time if I am inconsistent in my giving of it. But I used to do that all the time. How many of you all do that? Yeah. You'd expect everything to treat you better than you treat it.
Really?
I always expect everybody to treat, sometimes people have done things for me that I've told myself, wow, I feel kind of guilty because I wouldn't have done that for them. I have gone to town and people will say, here's my car. You can have my car, you know, the whole time you're here for like 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. You won't get mine. And you just won't. Maybe a day. So I stopped expecting my reality to treat me better than I treated it and to treat me better than I was treating myself. So if I'm inconsistently happy, then I'm not going to be surprised if my friends are inconsistently happy, my partner is inconsistently happy, my boss is inconsistently happy, my coworkers are inconsistently happy, my relatives are inconsistently happy, and the people on TV are inconsistently happy. If I am not consistently arousing joy, I no longer expect to see joy consistently around me because everything is a reflection of the consciousness that I have within myself. So therefore, I don't put unrealistic expectations on my friends and associates to be perfect all the time because I'm not consistent all the time. And do you know I used to expect people to have qualities that I myself were not exemplifying? Would you believe that?
I can't.
Do you do that?
No.
Come on, talk to me. Do you all do that sometimes? All right, okay. Do as I say, not as I do. That's it. And then it goes on to say, what you offer to your brother, you're offering to God, life, love, because now this is a very important statement. God cannot go beyond your offering in God's giving. Life cannot go beyond your offering in its giving. Why? In other words, life wants to give you everything. Love wants to give you everything. The universe wants to give you everything. God wants to give you everything. You've heard that over and over again, that we're supposed to receive it all. We deserve to have it all, don't we? Yes. Then we go, well, why the heck am I not receiving it? I'm cute. That's why I work on myself all the time, physically. So as I know, if I'm cute, I should deserve everything. I'm cute. Yes. You know, if you were kind of ugly, I can understand you thinking you don't deserve everything. But So why isn't it coming? And it says right here, well, I would love to give you everything, but I can't go beyond what you give in order to give you more. Why? Well, because what you give is the measure of what you want to receive. So your giving is actually telling me, give me 2 cups of sugar, even though you have 100 cups of sugar you could give me, I only need 2. How do I know that? To only give you 2? Because you gave 2. And giving and receiving are the same. Kind of explains my bank account. I give a nickel, but please give me 5 million back, Lord. Bonnie, pass this round for me one time. If you were to dare to put yourself on here, then you could actually receive even more. Ask yourself this question right now. What's right about me that I'm not getting? What's right with me? Would anybody care to shout out one thing that's right with them?
I'm alive.
You're alive.
Yeah.
One thing that's right about me. Not wrong about me. One thing that's right about me. Yeah.
I'm a wonderful person.
You are a wonderful person. Absolutely. You're inspiring joy in me right now. I feel quite aroused. See how we loving each other? See, we just laughing at each other. See what I'm talking about? That's the effect of love. That's the effect of trust. Now, if she was looking at me like, we would have a different interaction. Sometimes the only reason why you don't have more fun at a party is that you're scary. There's nothing inviting about the way you are presenting yourself to the party. It's funny how many people will sit in a corner like this and then leave a party and say they didn't have a good time. And no one talked to them. They didn't smile at a person at the whole party. Did not say hello to a soul. And what they're broadcasting to a person who's pretty conscious is that you are going to be high maintenance.
Right.
Because you hold other people responsible for your joy. So if I'm your partner, don't you know you will be holding me responsible for your joy? How do I know that you're that kind of person? Because you're upset with the people at the party because they're not inspiring joy in you. Doggone it, they've done their part. They gave the party. They gave you a practice place. They gave you somewhere to practice arousal. That's the name of this class. When I put it on online, it's going to be arousal. I bet you it gets more hits. How to be aroused by God. So do you understand why you don't receive more from Spirit, even though Spirit is capable of giving you more? Why?
We're limited in our receiving.
Why are we limited in our receiving? Because we're limited by our giving. We're not, the universe gets its cue from you. And giving is a perception, not just a physical act. So when I say giving, it can be giving the idea of love, giving the idea of truth to yourself, giving the idea of joy to yourself, giving the idea of abundance to yourself. So we're talking about ideas in here more than we're talking about physical things. We're talking about perceptions. Okay? I receive as much truth as I give. If you want to know the truth from everybody you know, this is all you have to do. Tell them what you really think of them. And they will tell you what they really think of you. Most people don't tell people what they really think of them because of fear of loss, or because they're afraid to hear back what the other person has to say to them. Have you ever done that before? You go, well, let me tell you what I really feel about what it is you've been doing, and this is what I'm really upset with you about, because I blah, 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 and you just spill it all out. Usually they will go, if you're really sincere, they will go, well, this is how I really feel, and I'm going to now tell you how I really perceive you. But most people won't tell the truth because they're afraid to hear it. How do I know if it's the truth that they just told me? Do I feel lighter? Is it inspiring joy? Am I feeling more peace? Do I feel more connected to you? Do I want to join? Do I want to separate? Am I mad? Do I feel good? The truth always inspires you after it really messes with you.
Right.
After it messes with that part of you that's not ready to hear it yet. You know. Anybody with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so if it looks like you are not receiving a whole lot, it may be because you're not giving a whole lot, and it's not because your Creator wants to be limited in giving to you. The truth is, you are limited in receiving.
Yeah.
The reason why you appear not to have whatever it is you think is missing in your life right now is because you have limited receiving capabilities right now. Your capacity to receive is not up to snuff. That was what I learned by working on my consciousness and my mind for the last 30 years. Is that I got to the point I could manifest all that stuff the secret talks about, being able to manifest things that you visualize and draw it to you and create it and have it. Is the truth. You can visualize things and you can draw it to you and it can seem to be created in your dream. Absolutely. But it's neutral in itself, but the real issue is going to be when it shows up. Can you receive it? Can you accept it? Can you enjoy it? Are you going to beat yourself up with it? Are you going to hurt yourself with it? Are you going to scare yourself with it? Or are you going to bring yourself unlimited awareness and joy with it? The issue is going to be when it shows up, how you receive it. And what I found out was my capacity to receive was not as mature and expansive as my capacity to think and create through my beliefs and my thoughts. So I was limited in my receiving. And I know that I'm limited in my receiving, not because God is limited in God's giving, but because my Creator can't give me any more than I give myself and others.
Yeah.
I started to get a lot of dinner invitations when I started to take myself out to dinner. I started to get a lot of movie invitations when I would take myself to the movie.